What up, guys? It's your boy at Merge. You already know. How y'all doing today? Today is currently Sunday, 69/2013. No, that's just June 9th, 2013. And it is time for some Game of Thrones. Well, not really time of the day right now, 10 o'clock p.m. is when Game of Thrones comes on here. So, what am I talking about? Yeah, I'm rambling. Okay, here's the deal. The first, 10 minutes or so, I think, of this episode are going to be, it's going to be post-commentary. This is actually post right now. You might be thinking it's not like, no, he might be just joking with me. It can't be post. It can't be. It might just be a ruse. I might just be telling you a lie. This could be blind right now. You'll never know. You'll never know. Unless I told you beforehand. But anyway, yes, this is definitely post-commentary. And I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. Okay? You guys just pay attention to what these guys are saying. I'm going to talk over it because I already know what happened. So anyway, a couple of days ago when I was recording this, not a couple, it was like maybe in the beginning of the week, I did see the weather report that there was going to be like rain and thunder and lightning and stuff like that and a storm coming. But that was like scheduled for nighttime. I recorded this during the afternoon and the rain started coming during the afternoon, but like a little bit later. It was before evening, definitely. It was like mid-afternoon, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna crush like maybe 40 minutes, 50 minutes of recording, and I'm gonna call it an episode. I'm gonna resume this tomorrow. So what happened was that the rain came in early. I was like, why when I'm recording this game? So I was like, okay, it's just light rain for now. I didn't pay it in mind. I was like, okay, I just need to hurry this up before the heavy rain comes in. Heavy rain. So anyway, this was like around a 25-minute mark. Keep in mind this is like a 33-minute recording session, but it's only like pretty much 10 minutes worth of actual stuff. The rest of it is just backtracking to Din Don Dell. That's why it really takes so long. And I do go to Din Don Dell eventually. And what did I do? Yeah, I get some enthusiasm and I do some other stuff. You'll see it for yourself. This actual video is blind though, not the commentary. The commentary was lost because lightning struck somewhere and the power went out, which is surprising because this is nothing short of a miracle that this video was actually even found. Like when I turned on my computer again, not the same day, the next day, because I was so tight and butthurt over that I was like, I'm not going to record anymore. I'm not even going to turn on my computer. I'm just going to go to sleep at like 6 or 7 o'clock p.m. So I was like, okay, I need to find me a save point in order to get to the next area and end the recording, because I see that it's starting to get pretty heavy, the storm. And before I do that, like I was just about to get to a save point, before I do that, bam, power cuts off. I'm like, crap. But it's crazy. I don't know how this video was even recovered in the first place, but I'm not gonna question it. I'm just grateful that it's even here, so you guys get to see me doing things blind. Unfortunately, the commentary was not recorded or saved, and it just doesn't work the same way as the video. I'm not sure how it actually is, but well, there you go. I mean, it's not here, obviously. That's why I'm doing post. But in case you guys weren't paying attention to the story right now, like if you weren't reading this, just listening to me, they're just saying I had to go to Automnia because Rashad, he suggested that we visit the other sages in order to get the power to defeat Shadar, because let's be honest for now, we have no power at all. We're like, the amount of power we shed is like, what, like Shadar clipping his nails, like, what am I even trying to explain? Alright, his nail is like the amount of power we have. One nail in his body, I guess. I'm trying to think of like the tiniest thing that a person has in their body, right? A hair follicle? I don't know, man. An eyelash. Yeah, we're like an eyelash of power compared to Shadar. Jeez, I'm not really good at comparing, am I? In any case, Esther's coming with us. Surprisingly,
look after me.
Not. It's just funny how Rashad calls his daughter Esther, daughter, instead of Esther. It's just really funny to me. But anyway, so recording was done and all that. It's just stupid because like I thought I wouldn't be able to recover it because I've saved in the middle of the recording. This was before the rain even started happening. But I pretty much saved in the middle of the recording, and I was like, well, this can't be bad if I save in there because the weather's not gonna up itself until late night. So I was like, well, it's not a big deal. But there you go. You can't predict the weather. Well, how does that saying go that Ed Double D from Ed and Eddie said? He's like, summer rains, you can never predict them. In any case, a lot of this was going back to Din Don Dell. That's pretty much the entirety of the episode. I only have maybe like 10 minutes of actual footage, 15 minutes at the most. And if I do have like 15-16 minutes, I'll upload that instead of making like a 23-minute episode. I'll be surprised if it's 17 minutes, because then I'll be satisfied with that. I don't think it is. A lot of it, like I said, is going back to Din Don Dell. So we go through that one Golden Grove path, and we're there for like a good while. I do see something interesting there, but I don't think I'll show it off because I realized something about it. And it sucks because it would have been, I would have shown it off if the commentary was there. It was actually pretty hysterical. But not a lot of this I can remember. I can't remember a lot of what happened. I do remember some of my feelings, like my initial feelings, but yeah, that's pretty much the extent of it all. And because this is post, I cannot remember what I was saying earlier. Well, that's just me in live commentary anyway. We're actually on our way to Din Don Dell right now, and the funny thing is that when I was walking through the Golden Grove path, I happened to figure out exactly what it is, what the requirements are in order to get one of those familiars on your team. It's just a random thing. It's like if you defeat them, there's a chance that they can become infatuated, I guess. That little love's heart symbol that appears. Yeah, I think that is random, and I think NCS also said that in one of the comments. He's like, it's just something that happens, and he was surprised that I happened to get 3 of them in a row. In hindsight, I kind of am too, because they were not back to back, but they were pretty close together, I would say. And so, now that I figured that out, and you won't have that problem anymore, where I won't be complaining about it in the midst of battle. So, one thing here that's not, I did find some quests that I need to do, some quests and some bounties. And I was actually on my way. The reason that the thing cut off was because I was on my way towards, what was it? I went back to the Old Smoky Mountains towards the end of this episode just to find the one bounty that they talk of here. And I was actually gonna fight the bounty, and then it's literally right there that the thing cut off. I saw it. Oh, look at that. You have been disconnected from the access point. That's funny. Like, it told me that I've been disconnected, but there was actually like no rain or no rain or lightning during this point. It was just literally, I was disconnected. I thought I was really strange. But in any case, well, actually, it could be possible that rain was coming from back, who knows where, and it hadn't reached my side yet. That's why I couldn't see it. Well, I only have a window, and I had my headset plugged in, so I couldn't really hear anything. I could only see. But I could technically see and hear enough to know if there's rain, even with a headset on. But like, it might have been possible that on its way here, I didn't hear it because I had the headset on. Could be a possibility. But I mean, what happened happened. You know? What's done is done, as they say. You can't change the past. You could change the future, though, or could you? Not sure. I'm not even gonna get into that. Time and its mechanisms don't make any sense to me whatsoever. Ugh, it's just the most confusing thing in this world. That and probability. Like, you cannot understand probability. Like, the basics of probability, it's easily understood, but like the more advanced concepts, like if like 0.1% chance happens, it's just like, and it actually happens, or whatever it is that happened at 0.1% chance, it's just like, No, I can't understand that. And I also wanted to ask a question. How the hell do I get this chest? It thing seems impossible to get. Like, I really want to know. Someone in the comments, please tell me. Do I get this, like, now? Do I get it later? Should I buy a now and later and eat it? I'm not sure. But I want to know when is the right time for this chest. Maybe the town will be rearranged in some way later? I don't know. Perhaps a dragon will attack. Have no clue. Pretty much here, I'm just looking for the... What is it? The people that I'm supposed to find. What were they? There were some 3 people there that were like in town that had some quests or something. Some kind of like chore that they needed. Oh. I don't remember this guy actually. I don't remember him. I thought he was like a new guy who had like a quest, but no, it seems like it. And these 2 have been standing here waiting for this woman's husband since like the beginning of time. Just find it hysterical that the husband is like so neglectful of his family. But in any case, it's no biggie. You know what, actually? There was also something I did in this recording session. What did I do though? Can't actually remember. I did something though. I know it was something important. Was it something important? No, it was during the Golden Grove. No, it's not important. You don't even have to worry about it. So yeah, I save here. And obviously, me saving here, it's not... Like, it doesn't make sense that I would save during the rain and lightning. Because I want to end the recording right there. So, that much is obvious. This was like during the time when everything, the skies were still clear. And I'm like, well... I might as well play a little bit longer. I haven't done anything yet, really. And I was supposed to head out like maybe an hour or 2. No. Sorry, it was an hour and a half, I think. I was supposed to head out somewhere. Yeah, but the quest people here are like kind of impossible to find. Dear old Tommy Stout is now on top of the roof. I thought it was pretty interesting. But anyway, let me talk about something more interesting than just what the heck I did. You guys can see that for yourself. So I entered a Smash tournament recently, actually yesterday. Just came back, and yeah, whoa, hiccup, whoa! That was a laughter mixed with a hiccup. Oh please, I'm not editing that out. You guys have to hear. I want to hear it myself too. How the heck did that even sound? Wow, that was. Don't tell me I got the hiccups, man. Don't tell me I got the hiccups. Yes, I had the hiccups. So I gotta drink something. So anyway, went to the tournament. It was a Smash tournament. They were playing both Melee and Brawl. They had Brawl singles and doubles, and Melee singles and doubles. So, a friend of mine paid for my entrance fee for Brawl doubles. We actually entered Brawl doubles and got last place. It was hysterical. Like, not completely last, but it was like we were tied for 13th, which is like last pretty much. And it sucked. But it was really funny, like, cause we had to fight like a lot of really good people, like Nick Riddle and SM, you know, some people like that. There were some really good players, and that's not really important. The really important thing is the Melee tournament. So I entered both Melee doubles and singles. During Melee doubles, I entered with my partner Fizz, because his partner wasn't able to show up. His partner is his brother Flaff, but he wasn't able to show up, so he said, hey, why don't we team up? And I said, alright, cool. And we got 4th place. Pretty good for not ever like teaming up with Fizz. And I felt like we didn't have any real synergy because we never practiced, you know what I'm saying? We never practiced our own teamwork. But we got pretty far. And we lost to, who did we lose to? We first lost to Kobo and his teammate, who arrived late. And we also lost to, who was it? It was Wizzy and someone else. Wizzy and his teammate. And yeah, those were our defeats. But we got pretty far in there. We got 4th place overall. But then I entered Melee singles, and the Melee singles, it was pretty interesting. Because, you know, we had to, oh my god. Before the singles, actually, I started playing Hungrybox and some friendlies, you know, to warm up. Although he was already warmed up, but I was like trying to warm up or whatever. I mean, I still, like, I fought him before, but geez, this time I feel like I did a lot better, but it's just crazy, like, how good this guy is. So I only managed to take away 2 stocks from Hungry Box. Like, the first time, well, the first match, I only took 1 stock, and, like, I got gimped pretty hard. But in the second and third fights we had, I switched characters and I managed to take him down 2 stocks. But then he, like, really stepped it up, or I don't know what he did. He did something differently, and then he defeated me there pretty convincingly. But then when the tournament started, I was actually taken out by Kobold during like the 3rd round or whatever, and got sent to losers. And then I worked my way through there, and I lost to some other guy. But I got pretty far. I got 9th place overall in singles. I think I would have gotten 7th too, or a little bit higher, because the guy I lost to the second time, I feel like I could have won if I didn't have so many controller problems. Yeah, I know, controller Johns, but like, it's just, I don't know, I just don't want to replace this controller. Like, most of the time it works fine, and then when I really need it to not mess up, it really starts to mess up. And like, it cost me the SD twice during the final round. And then he had 4 stocks to my 2. I was playing Falco, he was playing Falcon, and we were on, what is it, Pokemon Stadium. It was a pretty intense match, and it was ridiculous, man. Like, the next hit wins, pretty much. We were both at the really, really high percents, and any hit would have done it. And I did a really bad move, which, in my opinion, I'm glad I lost, because that was a really stupid move on my part. And then I ended up losing that. So that ended me in the tournament at 9th place. And I did defeat Lady Legion though. I sent her losers. It was kind of funny, and everyone was like, "Yo, who sent you the losers?" And then, you know, they're like, "Oh, he sent me the losers." I was like, "What?" I was like, "What? You beat Lady Legion?" I was like, "Yeah, man." But yeah, apparently people are like mind gamed by the characters that I play. Like because I play all my characters so incredibly well and balanced that they think that I main that character. Because when they see me play Falcon, like Lady Legion especially, I was playing Falcon, and she like thought I mained him or whatever, because I played him exactly like someone who mains Falcon plays him. Like, I've been playing him for years or something. So she thought that I was not going to switch. And then all of a sudden, to get that final defeat, I switched to Fox, and I brought out my Pocket Fox. And she was like really mind raped by that, because she thought that I didn't know how to play Fox. And the first 2 matches, the first 2 stocks of that last match, I SD'd 1 time, and then she gave me the second time, and then I really stepped it up. So it was again the same scenario, 2 to 4, like 2 stocks of mine to 4 of hers, and I seriously stepped it up. In all honesty, it was like the craziest battle. Like, I wish it was recorded. I did some sick stuff. Like, it was amazing. Like, it was too hype. People were going insane. People were going hype behind me and all that. They were like really hype up that I was doing all this incredible stuff, like drill shining, like, and I caught her against the wall of Pokemon Stadium. It was nuts, man. It was nuts. So here what you're seeing is me looking for the bounty hunts, and I'm over at Old Smoky Mountain Trail, by the way. So during this part, there was actually some rain, but I was like, okay, I can defeat this guy and save my game before the rain hits. And that's almost what I did. Like, before the lightning hits. It was just some light rain now. And you know how in Florida, it always seems like there's a blanket in the sky, right? Like all of a sudden, someone dropped whatever blanket there was in the sky. And I was just like, well, it was fine right here. I just don't understand how it could have escalated so quickly. But in any case, back to that whole melee discussion. After the tournament, I was kind of tired. Actually, I was deadbeat tired, and I had to drive an hour and a half to get back home. So what happened was that on the highway, I literally only just used my knees to drive. Like, my left hand was on the handrest on the left side of the car, right? And it was like my 2 fingers were out, like the index and middle finger were placed against my temple, okay? and I was like leaning, and then my other hand was like wrapped around the passenger seat as though like I was in a park with a woman or something, and I had my hands wrapped around her.
We can do
It was like that, and that's literally how I drove home the entire way. And instead of going like 70, 80, 90, whatever I used to go, I went only 65 the entire way. 70 sometimes when I felt like I needed to. But man, when I got home, oh man, I just collapsed for a little while and then decided to stream. I was streaming, but that's pretty much the experience there in a nutshell. It was awesome though, I'm not gonna lie, it was really incredible experience. Because I haven't gone to a tournament since 2006. Yeah, it's been a while. But doesn't matter. Not sure what I was doing here. Oh, okay. Looks like I was trying to metamorphose Ceres, but I lacked the star drops to do it. I'm not sure when I'm gonna get another star drop, but hopefully it's soon because I would really like a star drop. And this guy's animation is hysterical. I'm gonna train all these familiars eventually. Like I'm gonna train NCS and D Fajita later on. I want them to be like really strong warriors and tanks. Like I know D Fajita is gonna end up being like an awesome tank, and NCS is gonna be I mean he looks like one of those like awesome fire types. I feel like I want to use him later. Seriously, man. And that's where it cuts off. So I guess now it depends on how long this thing actually is. If it's not long enough, I will put in another clip of me beating the guy, that boss, the little bounty, and then I will save the game afterwards, and then I'll call that an episode. Although it's not really much of an episode, I had more plans for this, but in all honesty, I really cannot do anything about it. So if this is an entire episode, I'll upload this. If not, I'll put in the bounty. But if this is an entire episode, just know that next time we'll start with the bounty and then we'll move on from there and head out to the other place we're supposed to go, over to the east. So thank you for watching this, and my next self will pick up after this or something. Stay tuned.